it while it's working. Okay, quick rundown of the recipe. You're gonna have, it's 5.5 cups milk. I use 2%. 2.5 cups heavy whipping cream. I use a 40% heavy whipping cream for mine. We're doing French vanilla. Normally it would be 4 egg yolks. We're going to go with 8 for the French vanilla. Couple of vanilla beans, 2 cups sugar, a little bit of salt, and I think that's about it. But to start off, we're going to need 4 cups of milk. We're going to do 1 cup of sugar. Normally I do 1.5 inside of this, but we're doing more egg yolks, so I need more for those. Yes, I have an R2D2 head for my measuring cup. Where's my salt? And about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Then, that's right, Double Danger, cooking with burrs. And then we're going to take a couple of vanilla beans here. You split these down the middle, you split them in half, and then we're going to scrape them out and throw that into the pot. You can also do vanilla extract for this instead, but you would add that after the custard's done so that it doesn't all evaporate out. And you do throw the pods in here with this. Like all of this that you scrape out wants to go in there, and throw the pods in too, because you can kind of brew a little bit of extra flavor out of those pods. We're going to run this through a strainer at the end of this to get the pods out. Working around these mics is an adventure, I tell you that. Alright, we're going to turn that on over a medium-low heat. And start letting him warm up. Yes, the awesome guy, the vanilla, is the bomb. The vanilla beans I actually order. I will say, before we get too far into this, I am by no means being compensated or even endorsed by any of the products we're using. It's just the shit that I use. I'm not going to say they like me. I'm going to say that's the stuff that I use. So if any of them are watching and throwing a fit that I'm using their products, I'm sorry. You make good products, I use it. If you're happy I'm using your products, you're welcome, but you're what I use, I don't care. So please don't sue me. Double danger, this is Wobbly's kitchen. My kitchen is tiny, it's cramped, it's not lit worth a damn, and it would have been horrible for recording this. So as a result, I asked Wobbly if I could use his kitchen. And yes, that's my deep dark secret, is using other people's kitchens. Alright, like I said, normally we'd use 4, sometimes up to 6 egg yolks for this. We're doing French vanilla, so I'm going to go with 8 egg yolks on this one. So just separating out the eggs, typical crap. I apologize to any professional chefs that actually know that I'm screwing something up. This is just how I do it. And I'm going to want that trash can over here. I will admit, there have been times I've used other people's kitchens and totally left the mess. I will not be doing that to Wobbly today, thank you. And he's welcome. Yeah, etc. I'm afraid Lethal Frag, if Lethal Frag popped in, he would be absolutely cringing at some of my stuff. That little trick there, for example, chef would probably cringe like mad. The fact that I'm breaking the shell on the edge of a shark bowl like this absolutely make me mad. The good news is I'm cooking the eggs, so it's like I'm going to be alright as far as a contamination or something like that, because I am making sure to cook it long enough. So I'm hoping that's okay. I haven't made anyone sick with it yet, so it seems to have been working thus far. But yes, in a real kitchen, they would probably insist on separating these with an egg separator. And there's egg whites all over Wobbly's counter. This is why I don't cook in front of a camera. For anyone out there afraid to learn how to cook, let me be living proof to you. It's not that hard. If a dingling like me can pull this off, surely you can figure it out. Yeah, me, etc. Sorry. Don't know what to tell you. Normally I'd be dumping the egg whites too, but I saw someone the other day was making macarons and I've always wanted to try those, so I'm holding on to these for that. Yes, it's Wobbly's fault I don't have a compost bucket. That's a good idea. In fact, we could go another level and blame Wobbly's wife. Or probably Navi, his dog Navi. She would totally dig in the compost and make a mess. Alright. Now, we want to beat these eggs. Can I get that camera real closer? Try to check out that professional camera work, guys. I do have a powered egg mixer or a beater, but this is just so much more fun. Hell Clan, thank you, but it is Wobbly's kitchen, I have to admit. I take no claim. I'm using his, and I will say right up front, I'm using Wobbly's kitchen because mine is horrible. Nah, Double Danger, I have an actual powered beater, but this is so much more fun. Plus, it gives you a little bit of exercise. Burn off those calories that you're going to eat when you make this. Eat the ice cream. Alright, we got those fairly smooth. Now we're going to start adding some sugar. Because I did the extra egg yolks for the French vanilla, normally I'd put a half cup sugar in here and I want a half cups in the pot to start. We're splitting it so that there's 1 cup in the pot, and we're going to put 1 cup into the 8 egg yolks here. Anonymous, that's awesome, because everybody loves to boogie down. You do want to add your sugar a little bit gradually here. Don't just dump it all in and let rip, because you want to kind of hold the moisture in those eggs so that it sets up a little bit. If you watch Alton Brown, he explains all of this. much more scientifically than I do. I just kind of take the high points of add the sugar gradually. How bad's the noise on the egg beater, by the way? Yeah, not too bad. Man, is my CPU overloading? XSplit does not like extra scenes, I can tell you that. That's the first half cup. We're going to do another cup, or half cup in a minute. Yeah, Anonymous, I really do. Awesome guy, you know, are you looking at the kitchen cam? Because the one showing me and the stove and everything is my GoPro. Yeah, awesome guy. I went to XSplit originally because I had major fits with OBS handling 5 cameras. Trying to get the color to look a little bit better, but these eggs are a pale yellow, like a canary yellow. That's what you're aiming for. Double danger, I am absolutely sporting a Dune-themed cooking apron. ThinkGeek used to sell these. I don't know if they still do, but totally awesome aprons. I've got another one that has lettering on it. I use it on Cookie Weekend that says, "Come to the dark side, we have cookies." Signed Vader. Okay, so we've got the eggs all set up. At this point, we're basically waiting for this to get warm enough. Looking for about a 140 to 150 Fahrenheit. Also, when you guys do this, use a big pot. When I first couple of times I did this, I thought to myself, I'm making a gallon of ice cream. Surely a 4-quart pot would be big enough, right? No, it is not. I assure you, if it rolls over, you will regret it. And we're about 150, so we're set here. So what we're going to do here is tempering the eggs. I'm going to ladle a little bit of the hot milk mixture into our eggs. And we're going to blend that into the eggs. It's going to bring the temperature of the eggs up a little bit. The idea here is we don't scramble the eggs. We warm them up and mix them into the liquid before we go through and pour it back in to actually cook them. So we want them mixed through and spread out before we cook them and wind up with scrambled egg ice cream.
Sounds pretty good.
No, scrambled egg ice cream is not good, I promise you. You obviously will end up with black specks in your eggs at this point because there are vanilla beans in this milk. Me, etc. The milk generally does not separate if it gets too hot. Once the eggs go in, if it gets too hot, yes, it will absolutely separate out and curdle and look disgusting. That said, I've tried it before. I mixed it back up, shook it all up together, froze it. Tastes all right. Doesn't look the greatest. Absolutely still tastes fine. Also, Wobbly is running around in here, yes. He's still in the area. You're in chat from off cam.
Just seen it on the street.
Yeah, just mixing some of that milk in and warming these eggs up. And then with the pot off the heat, we're going to pour this back into there and whisk it back in really good.
No, he's not leaving the mess. He's not lovely clean it up.
No, he's not leaving the mess. I already said that I wasn't doing that.
I'm sorry, it's past noon. I need some whiskey.
Do this part with the pot off the heat. Don't do this while it's on there. And just while you're whisking really good, just pour this in here kind of slow.
Midday.
It is almost 1:30.
Hey, that awesome guy you know is here.
Yep.
Hi, Wobbly. Hi, that awesome guy.
Alright, back onto the heat. Little medium to medium low here. We're trying to get this up. We want this to sit at above 160 degrees. But you do not want to get it up to 180 or you're going to curdle it out and it's going to look disgusting.
This is my bicentennial glass.
Oh yeah.
Hi.
So at this point, with the eggs in here, you want to stir fairly constantly this whole time. You don't want this custard to scorch. If it scorches on the bottom of the pot, you're going to get little brown burnt bits in there. If they're not too burnt, they're actually not bad because it caramelizes the sugar and it's kind of good. But as soon as you scorch it, the whole damn thing's ruined. Hell yeah, soundtrack. One of these days I'll get a better thermometer that I can clip onto the side of this while I'm doing this, and then I don't have to hold it. Wobbly,
Amazon, man.
You've gotten several compliments on your kitchen thus far.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
One of the more left-handed of the compliments was, "Why is your kitchen so great when your basement's stuck in the 70s?"
What's that?
One of them was, "Burrs, why is your kitchen so great but your basement's stuck in the 70s?" Like, that would be because this is Wobbly's kitchen. That said, I will update my kitchen before I update my basement. Does anyone have any piano requests for Wobblychair? I didn't know we were going to do Piano Impro Man while I cooked ice cream. Mixer Tuna, how are you doing, man?
What kind of ice cream?
In honor of Mixer Tuna showing up, we're making tuna flavored ice cream.
Tuna.
Nah, it's French vanilla actually. I don't know if Mixer Tuna happens to be French and it can still be in his honor, but it is French vanilla. If this was the batch that was going to Pinburg, it would be French from Mars vanilla ice cream. Double Danger asks if you can play some ice cream truck music. You know any Turkey in the Straw?
The Turkey in the Straw. That'd be good.
We're going to the mandolin for that? Even better.
I don't know it. What key do we want it?
No, tuna's not French, so it's just French vanilla ice cream then. It's still great you're here though, Tuna.
Let me practice it. I've never played before in my life.
Alright, Wobbly's gonna try to learn Turkey in the Straw.
Give me about half hour.
Oh, Mixer Tuna's doing some code updates.
Alright.
If both hands weren't busy, I'd drum for you, but
I'm not ready for up tempo yet.
yeah, Tuna, how can you possibly beat watching some ice cream being made, right? Well, unless you get to actually eat some of it when it's done, but if any of you wants to come to St. Louis and eat some ice cream, you've got 45 minutes to an hour.
Alright. I'll get this.
Hell yeah, mate, etc. All y'all doing your project work. And I'm just making ice cream. We're about 155, so we're getting close here, guys. So the 160, the reason I say the one's over 160 for 2 minutes, that's going to kill any possible salmonella contamination. So that makes sure, at least from what I understand, the 2 minutes should be long enough to remove any of that. which is a good idea using the raw egg yolks or using eggs in this. Me, etc. I'm not covering travel plans. All I'm doing is providing the ice cream. McSir Tuna, making root beer is totally on my wish list of things to do. I love root beer in general. I love a root beer float. I will say, if you're gonna do a root beer float, French vanilla ice cream, not the way to go. You want to do a vanilla extract. The vanilla seeds all just settle to the bottom and look gross when you're done.
This is Learn Turkey in the Straw and cook.
Oh yeah,
French
making
vanilla
ice cream while we're learning to play the ice cream truck song. We're in creative, so it works. Maybe I should add expert or pound music to my title.
Sorry, guys.
You're doing great, man. Nothing to apologize for. Alright, we're over 160. I'm starting a 2-minute timer.
Oh, it's too tight. By the end, how long is this going to take? Because by the end of this, we might have it up to full speed.
So I've got 5 or 10 more minutes on this, probably, or less than 5 minutes on this.
It's a cheapo Fender. I never spend much money on it. Well, my piano's expensive. That's a nice piano.
It is a very nice looking piano.
It's a nice one.
Freshly brewed root beer. Oh, kick ass. Tuna, we're at in Indiana. Like, if that's on the way to Penberg, I might make Wobbly stop. Oh! Double Danger says you need to meet the guy who did the Tilt Monster art. He plays mandolin in a bluegrass band.
Oh, really?
One of my high school buddies actually sings and plays guitar in a bluegrass band. Mio's cousin used to play banjo for a bluegrass band, I believe, which I think she quit. Southern Indiana, North Vernon, alright. I might have to make a special trip there for the root beer. I don't know that we can swing that quite that far south to catch it for a Penberg trip. And you've got a large metal spoon. Not like super large, but...
Yeah. Does it? Can it have holes in it?
No. Just even
That'll do, pig.
All right, guys. To know if your ice cream's done, you want it to be nappe, which basically means it's going to coat the back of a spoon. If I swipe across like that, it's not filling in that stripe. We're done.
Hooray!
So, I know you said you didn't want to be on this. You want to help me real quick?
No.
All you have to do is hold this. Like that.
I'm trying to learn frickin' Turkey in the Straw here, dude.
You'll have to come over here, probably, because I'm going to be here.
I'm gonna screw this up.
You're fine. I'm the only one that can really screw it up.
Oh yeah? You wanna see?
Guys, we're pouring through this so that we can get the vanilla beans, and in the event that if I kernel this at all, it'll get the lumps of that out. But honestly, I haven't screwed this one up, I don't think. So it's really just all about...
Yeah, my brain is like a sieve. Yeah, my brain is like a sieve.
Alright, don't move yet.
The money shot. Welcome to the Hairy Arm stream.
We do both.
It's a monkey-
We
it's a
do
monkey
both have
string.
rather hairy arms.
Yeah, we do. Hey, it's Pinball Joe.
Pinball Joe.
How's it
How
going,
are you,
Pinball Joe?
sir?
Good to see you, man.
For those that have heard that I'm bringing ice cream to Pinburg, no, this is not the batch I'm bringing. I will make your very own special Pinburg batch later. Probably not on stream though. Alright, for those of you that were here at the beginning of the stream and heard me say we need 5.5 cups milk, but I only put 4 cups milk in the pot, here's why. We're gonna do 2.5 cups of cream. So it's 2.5 cups of cream and 1.5 cups of milk to make a total of 4 cups here.
You know what I could do?
Put some vanilla in there from the ladle. Pour that right in here, help cool it down some. And then we are going to throw this into the fridge to chill. And we're going to let it cool completely through before we freeze it. I do use a really nice, this is the 3-quart jar for the 1 gallon recipes with a snap down tureen lid so that it's really good because then I can shake it and make sure everything's mixed up. Now I'm assuming nobody wants to just hang around for 4 hours to 5 hours while that chills out and cools off so we can freeze it. So I've made another batch ahead of time. So we're gonna go ahead and freeze. Also, me, etc. No, it is not a gallon. It's a 3-quart jar that is mostly full here. When we freeze it, it actually mixes air into it as it's freezing, which is what keeps it soft. I might be going back a little ways on chat here. And thank you for the call out there, Joe. Glad you could be here, man. Stern providing. Nope. Making ice cream. Pinball Joe, I don't know about making fermented ice cream. I have made ice cream that has alcohol in it. Sadly, to make I made a dark rum flavored ice cream that people who liked rum, which does not sadly include me, loved my dark rum ice cream. But it was like a 1/4 cup of rum for the entire gallon. Otherwise, if you get too high, it won't freeze. The alcohol lowers the freezing point, so you can't get it to set up. I am curious, if you've made a fermented ice cream, I would be interested on how that's done. Now he's transferred to trying to learn on the piano. Pinball Joe, I've prepared one ahead of time. I totally did that so that it would be like a cooking show. Alright, I need to run downstairs and grab the ice guy, so hold on right just a second. We're going to get ready to start freezing. Got my salt up here. I got my maker up here. Let's go grab some ice. Navi, are you coming with me? Of course you are.
Hi guys. How are you all today? So good to see you. It's like a goddamn cooking show.
Yep. Right over here.
Uh-oh. Did Milton get up there?
Speaking of, are you aware that she shredded a roll of toilet paper in your basement?
Ah! What?
I mean, not completely, but she got that one.
Really?
All right, guys. The number one thing, I am using a one of the ice and rock salt bucket type makers here. The number one thing to do is don't be afraid to use lots of ice, or not lots of ice, lots of salt. The salt lowers the temperature for you, which is the whole idea here. You want it to be low so that it will freeze faster in smaller ice crystals. As such, because I use so much salt, during the winter, if you catch it while they're doing, like grab a 50-pound bag of it while they're doing ice melt for your driveway, make sure you get the sodium chloride. Don't use like calcium chloride or something, because there is a small chance this could get into the ice cream. Absolutely grab a 50-pound bag. This costs $8. A box of like a 7-pound box of rock salt costs like $4. Saving so much money here. Plus, I make enough ice cream. I go through about 3 to 4 of these bags every year right now.
Thank God. He's out of control. Isn't in the floor?
And I'm aiming for about 6 cups of salt in here with this rock salt, or with the ice. So that was 2 cups there. I'm going to do another couple of layers and a couple more cups of salt.
I'm done. I want to go play a video game.
Now, why would you do a thing like that?
Because I feel like I'm just in the way right now, Burrs.
Your music's been an absolute blast. You keep up
So
the
this
shadow
is
there for
this
me.
is the freezing part?
We're getting ready to freeze.
Oh, this is exciting. Liquid nitrogen is so good for making ice cream.
Yes, I want to get the liquid nitrogen set up.
I don't know. Guess what song Wobbly is playing on the random instruments? I don't know. What do you guys want to hear? Really, I feel more at home with the slide whistle now.
Go grab a slide whistle.
So why don't I solve this 4x4 Rubik's Cube?
That too. Look, we have very eclectic strings. You never know what you're going to see.
Journey!
I think he was guessing what song you were playing.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that was. You can pick it up. Play some sweet jams. I sort of heard Copperhead Road when you were playing mandolin. Yeah, I don't know. I was just wanking around on that. I played some I tried playing Turkey in the Straw because somebody said Turkey in the Straw. I've never tried playing Turkey in the Straw before, but I love that song.
It's a good fun song.
So with the 4x4, what's kind of cool is you have to solve the centers first. The 3x3, the centers are already solved. The fun part, you have to get the centers correct, and you have to get them in the right order as well. No, there are more cans. He's saying there are only 2 cans. I need a good can.
Oh, there are more cams. I've got it switched for freezing. That's the only part that really matters. They can't hear you on that mic.
Huh? Oh no, I know Mega Minx, yeah, man. No, I have a 7x7, but I don't have a Mega Minx. I know all about the Mega Minxes.
They probably still can't hear you.
Oh, really?
Right, like that mic is turned way down.
Why is it turned way down?
Because this is making a shit ton of noise.
Birds, that only makes sense, dude. Why do you do that? Yeah, I've seen videos of the there's this guy solving the Mega Minx, and
Alright, guys.
Takes him quite a bit of time.
What I've been doing here is set up the ice, the rock salt, start getting it cooled a little bit on the can, and then we're going to basically just pour this in, start it up, let it run. We are going to put a little bit of water around it. I meant to get a pitcher full of water and completely forgot. After I had you wash it, I know. So we were going to have a pitcher of cold water to throw in, but we're just going to go with tap water. I was just going to use the spigot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was going to throw that. I was going to throw that in the
needed
fridge.
a specific amount of time.
I was going to throw that in the fridge. But
See, this is why I'm out. I'm solving this Rubik's, man. Wish you guys could see this. All right, now I need let's see. I'm going to start with the blue here.
If you need to, add another camera.
I'm scared to touch it. I own one. Oh, you have a Mega Minx? Oh, I see. Have you ever solved it? Have you solved it? It's just quite time consuming. Yeah, I have, I don't know, I have 5 or 6 cubes of various kinds. Why? What do you want me to say? Hello? We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice.
If you want, you can use this one. Or I can go set up another one if you want.
I think I'm done. I want to go relax. I'm on vacation. Yeah, if you can solve a 3x3, sure you can solve all these. Is this not going?
Nah. You can use this one or this one. Here.
But, you know, you got to be able to solve for the parodies that show up that don't happen in the 3x3. So the parodies are what complicate it all, you know? You know what I'm saying?
See, now I can hold mine. That's fine.
It's pretty professional, Bers.
I seriously considered, like at one point I was kicking around the idea of getting a wireless that I could wear while all of this was going on. Two cans. Do you have a Mega Minx? I'm glad you've been keeping up with this. Thank you.
I tried, buddy.
Oh, awesome guy. You were going to go to SGDQ? That would have been awesome. I wanted to go, but the timing didn't work. Yeah, Anonymous, that's exactly it. It would have been $100 for a used one. Enjoy. Do you want a mic over there? Nah. Because I think I've got one downstairs yet. I meant to bring my spare mic stand too, but guys, at this point, honestly, the whole process is just waiting for this to run. I'm going to go ahead and finish it because I'm going to point out a couple of things. If you ever go to make like a chocolate chip, mixing in pecans, something like that, you want to let this run to a point where it gets mostly set up, but it's not all the way set up, so it's easier to mix it through. Yeah, Anonymous, between the podcast and this, I've got a hell of a setup going at this point. I'm just trying different things. I actually, like the mixer I use for the stream, one of my buddies gave it to me. He'd got it when he was learning guitar, didn't wind up using it. He was running everything through his computer, so he gave it to me. I've got to buy him lunch to pay for it. But, so with the freezing the ice cream, it's basically letting it run. We're going to let it get set up a little point. At one point, I'm going to stop, and you can kind of, if you listen to it, I've got it turned down, but you can kind of hear the pitch change as it runs. You do this enough, you're going to start hearing it that if you're going to do like a rocky road, you want to mix something in, you're going to hear when it's at the point that it's like, hey, that's almost done. I need to go do this. If you do go to do something like that, I recommend you do some simple, like basic ice creams first and do mix-ins later so that you can get an idea of what yours sounds like and know when you're at that point. But like I said, we'll show you here in a little bit. I'm so used to hearing it, I can hear when it changes. I'll stop it, show you inside, and kind of give you an idea of here's what it looks like. And then we'll let it finish up and go from there. But the other things that we've done with this, like I've done a rocky road where I made marshmallows and we had chocolate-covered almonds we mixed in, which was really good. I've done chocolate chip where I've done both where I mix actual chocolate chips into it. The better way I've discovered, melt chocolate in a Ziploc bag, snip the end off of it, and when it's all done, you're going to take this out, put a layer into a container, drizzle some of that chocolate over it, put another layer of ice cream, another layer of chocolate, and keep doing that, and it makes strings of chocolate through it, which is fantastic. It's a perfect chocolate chip, I think. Me, etc., I don't know what a moon mist is, but I would be interested to try. Not today, but at some point. He's asking if I can make a moon mist, but I don't know what that is. I wonder if it's like a granitas or a sherbet. I'm assuming he'll explain once he hears me say that I don't know what it is. Moon mist from Fago, apparently. To the link. A mix of banana, grape, and bubblegum flavored ice cream. Me, etc. My main issue with making mixed flavors, I've tried to do a Neapolitan, only I never actually, I've done strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla ice creams. The problem with doing something like a Neapolitan is to get all three of them into the same container. It would be easier if I had all three of them done at the same time and could pour them all in, but I've only got the 2 ice cream makers. So I don't have a really good way to pour all 3 in or to mix them up or swirl, like all of that stuff. I would have to find some way to separate the container, and I just haven't had a chance to figure out how to do that yet. This one, it would mostly be just pour them all in and swirl them around, but it would be interesting. I'll have to look into that. I'm also interested about, I don't know about a grape ice cream. I'm not big on grape flavors, but the main thing I don't like is flavors. I'm wondering if I did an actual grape, if I would like that more.
Grape ice cream?
Yeah. Like I said, the Moon Mist is banana, grape, and bubblegum mixed together.
That sounds Canadian, dude.
He says it's an Atlantic thing.
What?
He says it's Atlantic. Like Eastern Seaboard. But it is a regional thing. Oh, Atlantic Canada even. I might have to see if I can find something about that. I might have to try that at one of these points. I am making banana ice cream for Pinburg. It's gonna be Ripley's banana or not. And I'm gonna bring a box of Nilla wafers so you can crumble over it and make it like banana pudding ice cream.
Alright, set for the solution. Got my centers and my edges.
He's starting to get his centers all set up.
I got
You are on camera here.
my centers are all set up. Am I? My edges are all set up.
All right, I don't know.
Installed it like a 3x3.
Yeah. If you guys are listening, you're probably hearing the sound of the ice cream makers changing already. And in case there's somebody in the channel that is not absolutely amazed by the possibilities of chemistry, let me tell you, you can take simple ice, which can't drop the temperature of something below like 32 degrees. You add in something as simple as rock salt, and bam, 15 degrees inside that bucket. How am I going to do the camera for this? So we're at the point, I could hear it. I think we're at the point where if we were doing mix-ins, we could do it. And I want to show you guys this. A little bit overexposed, but...
Alright, it's the first 2 layers. Well, 3 layers actually.
I don't know how well it showed up on camera, but it gives you an idea. It's about 3/4 full inside there. It's really kind of starting to gel up, but it's not solid yet. Rudy's Soup, they don't make full body hair nets, which means that it's really no good to try to cover this hair when I've got hair all over my arms, and I just try to make sure no hair goes falling into anything.
All right, it's ready to saw. What do you say?
Rudy Soup says break that hair net, mister.
Rudy.
Me, etc., 32 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm afraid I'm a savage American that only speaks in non-metric terms.
All right, here it is. Big finish.
Rudy Soup says, Rubik's Hands, what's up?
Big finish. Boom.
That's right, Rudy Soup. Not only do we make ice cream, we have had mandolin playing, piano playing, and now Rubik's Cube solving, all in the same stream. Twitch don't know what hit it. Yes, me, etc. I'm a savage, vicious, uncultured American heathen using Fahrenheit temperatures. I cooked in cups as well, cups and tablespoons. And hello, Water Polo. Thanks for coming by, man. You're catching the tail end of it. The ice cream's almost done.
Hey, Water Polo! Water Polo, hey!
I suspect it's picked up to some degree, but Wobbly says, hey there, Water Polo. Water Polo, I've tried to con him into the slide whistle, but it's all the way downstairs, and you'd have to go down there and bring it back up and then play it, and it's crazy. The mandolin might be coming back out, though. You gonna play the mandolin for the big finish? Turkey in the straw for setting up the ice cream?
I'm still practicing bringing this
Do
straw.
you want some of this fresh out of the maker? Wobbly? You want some ice cream right out of the maker? Grab us a couple bowls. Old school push cart and all white outfit for Pinberg. Hell yeah. I want to... Double Danger, do you think I can jump to the front of the line if I push the ice cream cart up there, distract everybody currently in line, and while they're grabbing ice cream, I'll play Ghostbusters or Bride 2.0? That's right, Rudy. I don't know. For those of you who've been listening since we started this, you probably hear the major pitch difference. We're done.
Just a second. Nope.
Here,
I'm just learning this, guys. I'm learning this.
You want to do me a favor and adjust my exposure over there?
How?
The sliders on the bottom right-hand corner.
I'm scared, guys. I'm scared.
Down bottom right. There. Click on that.
Alright.
Whatever that one was, set it further back down. We'll mess with it here in a minute. Go to camera 3.
Oh.
On the far left, top left.
Okay.
Camera 3.
What is this?
It's cam control. Grab that exposure time and drag it way down. Well, that's not it either. Oh, there we go. Way down. Way down. There we go.
Ooh,
no,
that's
not all the way down. Might need to focus even. Throw that focus slider and move it around a bit, will you? Focus value right below. Right below. I guess it's focused alright. Maybe exposure time just down a little bit more. If you need to, just click on it and use the arrow. There we go. That gives you an idea there, fellas. That ice cream, that right there, that's done. Alright. We're going to need this and this. And then we need to move the phone and the mouse out of the way. Do you have...
I don't consider myself a Midland player, by the way.
It's like a rubber scraper thing.
Yeah, something. Oh, here it is.
Perfect. I want to owe you like a roll of paper towels at the end of this.
That's fine. Almost.
Alright, I'll put them behind here.
Crap. Right in the way.
Always in the way. Boys and girls, we have ice cream. Rudy Soup. Rudy Soup gives it the ringing endorsement of he would dip his balls in that.
Nice. Is he talking about...
You mean your rum balls, right? Like you would totally put rum balls in this and make rum ball ice cream because I've heard that's really good.
Is he talking about me?
Oh yeah, Rudy, are you talking about the ice cream or Wobbly? We weren't clear. I'm sure his answer is going to be yes. Like he hasn't answered yet, but I'm positive it's going to be yes. All of the above.
Yes, rum balls.
Knocking microphones around.
Crap.
You're doing good. You're doing
I'll
way
get
better
it
than I
Sunday.
did.
I'll get it Sunday.
You get it Sunday? That's
Yep.
pretty good. Try to do this where y'all can watch. I might have got it too thick.
French vanilla, classic man. French vanilla.
Classic man, you're calling him tame, but let me point out, he's still making noise. Damn fine noise. But noise.
What's he say? What did he say?
He says, why can't you be this tame during other podcasts or during something, I forget.
Why would you want me to be tame, classic
Plus,
man?
let's also be clear, it is like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Mr. Wobblychair, I present to you French vanilla ice cream. Should we change to the social eating channel now?
Maybe.
There it is, guys.
If Rudy
Right
sits
there it
here,
is.
We're socially eating. I'm eating socially. That's really good, Bears.
I like
I don't need this much, though. It's a lot of calories. How many calories is in this, Bears? This bowl you just gave
If
me.
I remember correctly, a half cup of this ice cream, that's probably a cup to a cup and a half in there. A half cup is 125 calories.
All right, so between 300 and 400 calories here.
Anonymous, if I knew how to email a bowl of ice cream, you would get some. Everyone in chat would totally get a bowl right now, but I haven't figured out emailing yet.
Guys have no idea. It's vanilla, but it's French.
I say the French honestly just gives it a little bit more a
French
smoother
more eggs or
texture.
something?
It's more egg yolks. It gives it a smoother texture, a little more rich flavor, and just kind of just makes that vanilla jump out a little bit more. But guys, that's how I make my ice cream. I will say this one will definitely. We'll have a video out on YouTube at some point with this. I'll get some highlights out there. There is the potential that I do another one of these. We'll see how things go. But we can do a couple other different flavors. Honestly, 90% of the process is the same. Like when we finished cooking the custard, before I pour in the...
This whiskey goes good. Well,
Oh, hey, there we go.
it
But
does. There's something about whiskey.
like if I was doing a fruit flavor, at the point that we finished cooking the custard, before I pour in the extra cream and milk, I would pour in fruit puree. So strawberries, blackberries, cherries, basically mix all of that up, pour it all into that custard, mix it up, and go from there. Chocolate, I do cocoa powder at the very beginning, like where I did the vanilla beans. So instead of vanilla beans, we do a scoop of cocoa powder, and then I melt chocolate and put in after the custard's done cooking. While it's still hot, we mix that in. So a lot of the flavors, most of the steps are pretty much the same. So it's just a matter of when you do certain flavors. I need to do lemonade for this weekend, I think. That's a fun one because like you steep the milk with the lemon zest in it beforehand, like almost like brewing coffee with lemon zest. And then you strain that out and then you start the whole process and do lemon juice in with the egg yolks. And the lemonade, lemonade is one of my favorite flavors for summer. But
What about grapefruit?
haven't done a grapefruit yet.
I
I feel like it'd be
sorry,
awfully
custard.
tart. I've done orange.